Hey guys, this is Cycle with AR-15 MilSim with a lot of updates. And for you guys that have been watching our live streams, thank you so much for being patient with us. We're still trying to figure out this whole new broadcasting system that we have now. Uh, but we are now going to go over some of the major updates. All right, so I know, like our first live stream, we had um, like our bumper going on for like a minute and a half just on replay. So I decided just to take off the bumper for now until we can actually get some professional help on how to run the program better. So lots of things happened over the weekend. For those of you guys that came by the arena, y'all saw the new updates that we have. We have lighting in the back. It's a little bit of hard light compared to the LED lights that we had before. So for you guys that are wondering what kind of lighting it is, it's one of those construction uh, lights. It's like they're all set up like ever so often, and there's these hard, shatterproof LEDs that are light up the arena really well, to where now we get back to playing in brightness when it gets pretty dark outside. Especially, we have more of that problem during the fall seasons, fall and winter, and then somewhat spring until the actual time starts to change back over to where we have more sun during the day. But we have uh, we have a set of lights that come up from the window all the way over across to the den area, about halfway from there to the center of the arena. And then we had to put in some other lights towards the back. Really good for GoPro footage. So if you guys want to start shooting videos again at night, you could. Um, and on the lighter side, and the smaller side, we have it going across the middle. That's really bright, really bright on that side. So let's see what we have. How did we do this last time? So other than brightness, earlier I said something about for those people that like to use their GoPros. Now we are actually starting to use GoPro to help with actual streaming. So we were streaming live to Facebook, but now we're actually going to be streaming straight here to YouTube. So now we're we're able to show you guys live footage from the arena off of a first person point of view, which is really awesome. Something that, again, last time I said, it hasn't been done before, and now we have that technology behind it to where we can actually push it through, so that way now we can stream straight without the lag and all that stuff. Um, so thanks again to Greg. Also, now one of our new enforcers there at the arena. Um, we have a few new enforcers and a few people that we're thinking about new techs and stuff like that. There's always opportunity for people to do their part in the community, and these guys stepped up and they're making things happen, which is awesome. Um, the structures are now anchored. The big structures are now anchored, and they're not so where if you slide into them, it shifts over about 6 inches. They're actually anchored to the concrete again. The smaller structures that are able to, move the layout a little bit better, those are now, well, they've always been to where we could move them easier, uh, versus, having the big ones anchored. And now, like a lot of the big holes that we used to have and stuff from people shooting through or falling through the drywall, we cover those up to where it makes you a little bit, you know, more of a better shooter to where you're not trying to just peek, through all the cracks and stuff. I mean, you use what you got, right? But a lot of the structures got rebuilt and a lot of them got changed over again. If you haven't been by the arena, uh, we always change things, all the time. And it usually happens whenever we're cleaning, we notice, oh, well, here's a structure that's, pushed over, 8 feet or whatever that we need to do, and we just turn it, a certain way, and then we end up creating, long shots. I know Trevor was there this past weekend on Sunday. He's one of the SCAR members, and he shot clearly across from the where the go kart is by the Alamo. Behind the go kart, he shot through the prison all the way by the window, which was like a slit about that much. If you like, I mean, as I was passing, I felt like the BB like going right past him, and I took a look back and I actually see him just staring, like, and he just froze and he was just like, that was awesome. So being able to shoot that accurate that far through the arena, fighting them long shots are really great. You guys know what I'm talking about if you actually play at the arena. Um, so again, the structures have changed. We also have new games. We have new games that we could develop. And we're not trying to get rid of all the old games. It's just a matter of, once we play a certain block of games, we decide to, what, uh, let's go ahead and recycle those and let's come up with the new ones. It's not to where, oh, you know what, we never get to play Where's Waldo, we never get to play Skull Candy, we never get to play this. We did bring back Player's Choice on Wednesdays. If you guys actually have a chance to go by, you could actually request what you want to play. Usually on a slower day, we tend to give that request anyways to the crowd on Sundays. Because usually Saturdays are really packed. So for those of you guys that are wondering, like, I'm trying to come back to Airsoft. We've had a lot of phone calls, a lot of interest over the past couple of weeks of a lot of veteran airsofters from the old community trying to come back, and they're calling us up and they're like, hey, what's a better day for me to go on? Honestly, Fridays, like, it's usually fair size of crowd where you're gonna move around. You have a lot more ability to move completely, around the entire arena. Saturdays is pretty much, it's a lot of force on force because it's so packed to where sometimes we have to run 2 to 3 rotations of rotations to where we have 3 different groups. Sundays are a little bit smaller than Saturdays. What's up, Austin? So Sundays are a little bit smaller than Saturdays to where, you're still able to do more tactics and rather than force on force. I mean, when I say force on force, it just doesn't mean it's team deathmatch. We still do, our style of AR-15 games, which is really great. It's just a matter of it's a lot more, competitive airsoft. So Sundays is usually for more of a tactical advantage and stuff. And you can work a little bit better as a team versus just getting put with a bunch of random players and stuff like that. And then of course we're closed Mondays and Tuesdays, and then Wednesday, Thursday, Friday is usually our slower crowd. So usually we try to get people in during those times to help train, to help them get, become a better shooter and stuff like that. We teach you, we have a BATS program where we take the novice player, all the way up to the veteran airsofter, or the veteran milsimmer, or even a veteran himself, or law enforcement. It doesn't matter who you are. You could be a three-gun shooter. We've all gone through this VATS program. It's basic airsoft tactics and strategies. It's a combination between paintball skills, airsoft skills, real life tactics, where we teach you how to shoot left-handed, how to shoot right-handed, how to tuck in your chicken wing to where you're not getting lit up on the elbow, how to have a smaller silhouette. I mean, a lot of the speed softers actually just stick their head out and they put the gun, and you're like, Jesus Christ, that's a small silhouette. But I mean, it works for them. But we try to keep you to where um, it's more of constructive criticism is what we call it. So we try to help you become a more fluent player, that you find your niche, and you know and we just help you mold to what you want to be eventually. So that happens on, again, Wednesday, Thursdays, and usually Fridays is, like I said, we get a good amount of people to where we really don't have time to sit there and actually help you, you know hand, like, one on one, or one on three, or as far as like trying to teach everybody. Usually, during those times, people just want to go in and shoot. So you put all that training into practice. We're bringing back $5 an hour for the weekday plays, which is Wednesday and Thursday, only. So, which means, you know what? I don't have $15 to spend for, I only got 2 hours. I don't want to spend $15 on 2 hours. So if you get out of school early, or you get out of school, or you get out of college, or you get out of work, and we close at 8 during the weekdays, so you have time to shoot out with us. You got time to spend some time with us. You don't have to worry about paying that that $15 price tag. And that's for your admission. I mean, obviously, if you need rentals, and that you're gonna have to get the rental price and stuff like that. We're still working with the staff and stuff to where we can figure out a system where you don't have to pay the all day rental if you come in for like 2 hours during the week, and to where it's beneficial for you guys, beneficial for the arena and stuff. So we have that. To right now, it's $5 per hour. If you want to spend an hour just to shoot out, then you come in and you actually get that done, and you only have to pay $5. Now, we used to do this way back when we first started at the arena, and some of the players would stay longer than an hour, and then they end up paying full price for the rest of the day, which we always found amusing. But we used to get a lot of people in better with those $5 per hour admissions, and of course they get addicted and stay longer. Someone try to sneak by and be like, "Hey man, I didn't realize my time was up." So that's that. So that's the arena. Now, talking about the pro shop. If you guys haven't been by the arena, then you haven't seen the pro shop, obviously. We have a whole different setup than from what it was before. As soon as you walk in, there's a video on YouTube. It's our main video for our channel. It shows who is Airsoft Revolution 15, and it shows you everything that we do, minus the paintball part. Just because we're taking a few setbacks on the outdoor field for relaunching that, for having a section for paintball, just for them, to where you're not getting your gear full of paint and stuff like that. So as you guys know, they did steal the trailer from the arena, so it's been kind of tough to try to get out there to the outdoor field and try to rebuild, and trying to get supplies out there. So we're still in the process of trying to get a new trailer to be able to haul out materials and get out there and completely redo the entire outdoor field to where it feels like an outdoor field, like a scrimmage field and a MilSim field. So going back to the pro shop, the entire setup is different, man. We got a glass case now. It's lighted up, and you can see all the pistols like right here that we have in stock. You can see, all the little stuff that we carry as far as, which grenades, which thunder bees, batteries, everything from your batteries, for your flashlight to your batteries to, we started carrying flashlights again. That rechargeable flashlight that Dom he did a live stream on Facebook. So if you have Facebook, go ahead and check that out, and then you can see, the reviews on that. Um, it's a rechargeable flashlight that comes with the actual mount for your rifle. So that's pretty awesome. It's got like 3 different settings and stuff. But you can see all that stuff now in that glass case, and then we have slate wall in the back where you can see all the guns that we can potentially bring you in. Some of them are display models, some of them are just, you can pull it off the shelf and you can take that one home. Like our Elite Force brand, we tend to sell out those a lot. Those are pretty consistent on selling. So we try to keep those in stock all the time. Amoebas, same thing. Ares Amoebas, we get those, and then now because of Crytek, we do this for Crytek, we're gonna start carrying G&G products now. Bringing back New Pro once G&G comes back through. Again, it's kind of hard for us to keep everything in stock, so we do have that program where you can pay a certain amount, and you can do installment payments to where it's almost like layaways, without having to pay extra. If you guys want more information on that, just go ahead and ask below, and I'm sure BB Diva she can get all that down. If not her, then Dom. If not, just come into the store. We could probably help you out anyways. Better like that. So that's just a teaser of the setup. We've put up pictures on Facebook. We try to put up as much as we can. Now with this YouTube channel, now we're trying to revamp it and trying to get that out. Again, we have a lot more inventory than we did before. The paint shop has now been reopened. We've actually done some pretty awesome jobs out there. If you're getting ready to go to the MilSim in March, or you're getting ready to go to any other MilSims, and you want to get your paint done on your gun, it's really awesome. Very durable. It holds up to a lot of battlefields and battlegrounds, to where you don't have to worry about it chipping off right as soon as you get it back from us. Again, we wipe it all down, make sure all your oils from your hands come off. We put 2 coats of primer, then we put 2 coats of whatever color it is that you want, and then we throw a stencil on it, and we do that. And if you want some graphics, we do that too. So it's for 1 color, it's $60. For 2 colors, it's $60. For 3 colors, it's $60. For a pattern that you want, my wife's got a machine now to where we can cut our own stencils. If you want to put that on your gun, we can do that. $60. You want to do your pistol, that's $40. If you want to do a melee weapon, that's $25. And it's base price across the board, to where the sky's the limit when it comes to your creativity. So we're bringing that into factor now. The tech department, now with us doing the entire cleanup and stuff, we can actually see what we have, as far as buckings, nubs, hop up systems, barrels, inner barrels, outer barrels, rail systems. You guys know that we're producers for Polar Star, and with the community growing, there's a lot of Polar Stars out at the arena now. So now we're trying to push them out to the outdoor fields, so that way they can actually see the full potential of what's up, Lone Star Airsoft. Shout out to you guys. Going back to us as far as the tech department, getting everybody's names down and stuff. So it's a whole different mindset as far as being able to be more efficient for you guys. We have Battlegrounds for those of you guys that actually got out there for War Games this past weekend. We did it on Sunday. Lots of awesome reviews as far as, oh, thank God you guys reopened up the outdoor field as far as that. As you guys know, that we were keeping it as an event field for either ops or, other people hosting events at the field. But, with us trying to rebuild out there and stuff like that, if there's a demand, I know we have Greg that was saying, like, dude, the potential out there, for it to be an outdoor field every other weekend or more than just once a month, like other than War Games. I know we had some guys that were mistaken for AMS because they went AMS patches. But Omar, that was you guys. Thanks for coming out and supporting us. Been a while since I've been able to shoot with you since Crossfire at Texas Paintball. So that was pretty cool that you showed your support. Gave us a shout out on Facebook, I saw. And actually coming out and shooting out with the guys. That means a lot when you get players from other fields to come together and support a field or being able just to shoot out with other people than the ones that we always shoot out with all the time. So that's pretty cool. Thanks again, guys. War Games. So that way you guys know what War Games is. It's basically it's a 1-day event and you pay $15 to get in, and what it is that you're actually fighting for territories similar to our op, except minus all the fraggles and all the extra stuff that we throw into ops. So you're fighting for territories nonstop. You have different evolutions during the time that you're allowed to be out there, as far as per round. So the way that works is to where if you came out with a DMR and it chronoed at under 400 FPS, it was pretty much a rifleman. But if you had a 500 millimeter outer barrel with a suppressor on it, and you put a drum mag on it with a bipod and no sights, you want to run full auto, you could. You know what I mean? Your engagement distance, obviously, if you're running full auto, is within 50 feet. You want to go semi once you get to that safe range. I mean, we play semi all the time. I asked some of the players that came back to the arena yesterday. Hey man, did you guys shoot full auto? And they're like, yeah, we did, but we ended up going back to semi just because that's what they're used to. That's what they're used to doing indoors, and then they're used to doing it for our ops. So it was pretty cool to hear that feedback from them as far as being able to do that, and then choosing the other. You practice like you play like you practice, and it's pretty awesome that we get that feedback. Again, guys, for those of you guys that actually went to War Games, comment down below to where you guys can give that feedback to us as far as what you like, what you didn't like. Or you know what, if you don't like something about it, come to the arena and we'll talk about it and we'll try to figure out what we can do to make it better. So let's keep all the positive comments out, or keep the positive comments coming in. And, the negative comments, you guys got a problem, just come by and we'll talk and figure out where the misunderstanding was, if there was any. And then we can figure how to make it better. Because AR-15 built by you guys anyways, so, and you guys have seen us evolve from day one to now, and everything we do is for you guys. The review as far as this weekend, I wasn't there. Pockets was the one running the event, and they were out there. The way it is, it's let me show you guys here. It is at Battlegrounds right here, and you have two factions. It's not the Resistance, it's not the Federation, it's just tan versus green. Alright, let me see if I can get it out there. is green. Green versus tan. Alright, so pretty simple. You have your green loadout. You know, you don't have to match your play carrier. It's pretty simple, self-explanatory. Gear doesn't matter, but your uniform does. These guys are over here in tan, so that's what it is. Here's the picture of the battlegrounds again, in case you guys haven't been there. 79 acres, and right next to the National Shooting Complex. It's massive and it's beautiful. You got different terrains again. You have like 9 different type of terrains out there already without us having to do anything. You got a creek that comes right down the middle of it. You know, so for those of you guys that really like to get into it, you guys can go ahead and get into it in there. So that's Battlegrounds right there. For those of you guys that are planning on going to the op, newsflash. Let me see my cheat sheet here. The price, $50 right now. It's still $50. For those of you guys that are a little bit late to the party, Wednesday on the 1st of February, the price goes up to $65. And you don't get anything extra. You don't lose anything yet. You basically just get your faction patch. You still get your map. You still get your op patch. And then if you know our sponsors give us anything, then of course you get some more goodies with that, with your player pack, before the 1st. And then 2 weeks after that, you lose all that stuff. You lose your patch. You lose everything. So let me see, 1, 2. So on the 15th of February, if you didn't get your tickets before the 15th, then you lose your patch. You lose all that goodie bag of all that cool stuff. So don't be that guy who gets upset because you didn't pay your tickets up in advance. You guys plan on coming out, please get your tickets right now. They're $50. They're really, really cheap for a 3-day event. It's really awesome. This is our 5th op going. So as far as connecting all the stories together, by Air 15 MilSim, and the story continues from Final Rue till now. So if you want to be part of that history and that transition between the two factions, and then now the new faction from the SRF, right now is the time to buy your tickets, man. Don't be that guy who gets upset. So tickets right now, $50. Wednesday they go up to $65. Please get your tickets for $50, and you get everything. You get your player pack, you get all that stuff. I don't know how else more to tell you guys to get your tickets. As far as I mean, right now they're $50. Our timeline for the op is on our Facebook, and I don't think I posted it on our YouTube channel yet. But let me see if I can bring it up real quick for you guys. You go to Air 15 MilSim. It will tell you it will give you a link to the event page. And Tom likes to post on the MilSim page for the arena. So sometimes my stuff that I post for the op gets bumped down. But if you go to the event page, the op starts on the 10th. The gates open Friday at 1300, 1 o'clock. Doesn't mean that the op starts at 1 o'clock. It just means the gates open at 1 o'clock to where you guys can, give us an hour to set up, because chrono and registration actually opens at 1400. So from 1300 to 1400, that's your time to set up your camp. You can walk the field. You can do all that good stuff. You can check out. All right, so going back real quick. Registration opens again at 1400, 2 o'clock. That's when you guys show up, and you don't have to pay anything at the gate if you already paid online or at the store. If you wait all the way to the gate, guys, the tickets will go up to $75, and you won't get anything. You won't get no player pack. You won't get no map. Maybe you get a map if we have enough. We'll go ahead and give you a map. But other than that, guys, don't pay $75 at the gate when you can get the tickets right now for $50. So you come up to registration, you check in, we check you in, we say, hey, you know what, so and so is here. Go ahead and step over to the right, and he'll give you all the general rules and stuff like that. If you have not read them already, it is on our website at airsoftrevolution15.com, and you can follow the link I gave you before, and there's a link below as well, and you can actually get all that information about not using high caps, bringing your own faction colors. Not sure if we're going to provide any rentals. We may have a few available in case your stuff breaks. So if you're thinking that you're going to use a rental for a primary, no. It's just in case your stuff breaks. We still want you guys to keep on. So we might bring some rentals if we have them, readily available. If we can't because there's a birthday party at the arena or something's going on at the arena, sorry guys. I'm trying to do my best to be able to give you guys as much gun time as possible. I don't have enough time now, but the next time we come on live, I'll go ahead and give you guys the gear list that I keep promising you guys. And I'll go over all the stuff that I suggest as far as what I see readily available. So that way it makes your op experience even better. Some people could argue to that, like Cake, and he can be like, no, well, we need tagging rounds, and that's not on my gear list. But everybody has their own opinions. So again, 1400, you chrono, all that good stuff, register, and then at 1700, which is 5 o'clock, the registration closes. It closes because we're trying to get everything set up to where we can get out there and stuff like that. For the most part, we're pretty cool on we're gonna be there late. Can we still check in and stuff like that? But if we're out on the battlegrounds, we can send somebody back to go get you guys chrono checked in and all that stuff, and we'll probably insert you if that's the case. Don't take advantage of that or take it to where, oh well, they're gonna do it anyway, so I'll go ahead and do that instead of being there on time. For those of you guys that know, from all our ops, we're very much on time, and if you're 30 minutes early to the time that you're supposed to be having boots on the ground, you're just barely on time. If you're 1 minute late, you're late. All right. So here we have Briefing for the DSM. DSM is our Dead Squirrel missions for all of my veterans, all of my combat veterans. You guys know who Secret Squirrel missions are. So basically, this is our version of, the stuff that happened that not even the Secret Squirrel dudes know. Mr. Lego 7514, what's up? What day, you asked? For the up, it is March 10, 11, and 12. I can take my big head off of this camera real quick, and then I can show you. I think yep, there it is. Let me just shift it over to the left a little bit here. Boom. Better. There you go, bud. No problem. That's what we're here for. March 10, 11, 12, 2017. No, please don't get it mistaken. Let's see. Where was I? Oh, the timeline. So, Dead Squirrel missions. Basically, that's your opportunity to catch up to the story. Whenever we do our Dead Squirrel missions, it's basically the entire op that happened last year on Final Rue. You get to play out the campaign mode in those 2 hours of evolution that you get that Friday night. So at 17:30, 5:30, that pretty much you're moving out to positions to start your DSM. Because at 1800, you go ahead and start. That's when the game starts and you start shooting, or you start moving to engage the enemy or to your fraggle mission, whatever it may be. At 2000, that's game, and we either pick you up or you walk back to camp, what we call Eagle's Nest. You walk back to camp and we shut it down for the night. You get your rest, your beauty sleep, because Saturday morning at 7 o'clock, if you already registered Friday, you don't have to re-register on Saturday. You pretty much beat the rush, because from 9 o'clock, from 7 o'clock to 9 o'clock, that's when registration opens. 9 o'clock, the registration and chrono closes, and the beginning of the opening brief starts. Our opening ceremony, all that good stuff. We do our special announcements if we have any, and then again 9:30 we start moving out to locations, because at 10 o'clock that's when the Evolution 1 starts to 1300. So this time it's a 3 hour out. Oh, it's a 3 hour evolution on that one. And from 1300 to 1500 is a lunch break. And at 1500 to 1530 there's an evolution brief. 1530 boots on the ground. And it moves by so fast, guys. I mean, you're looking at it on paper here, but when you're there, you're like trying to, scarf down food at the same time, trying to reload, and stuff like that. I'll make another video on a separate occasion, explaining how our game style is so much different from all the other op organizations, to where you guys can not be lost in the mix when that comes into place. You know me, I played some games. There's so many people that come through the arena, brother. I probably do know you. I probably have shot with you. But yeah. Where was I? Let me see. Yeah, right here. So, 1530, the evolution brief starts. I'm sorry, that's when the boots go on the ground. 1600, that's the second evolution. And then the second part of our DSM from 2800 to 2200, and then we shut down for the night. Then Sunday, 9 a.m. to 12 p. to noon for the final evolution. And then at 12:30, our final words, our raffle. At 2 o'clock, you should be done and packed up and heading home already. Again, all our stuff is on our fan page and event page on Facebook, and we usually try to link it up to everything else that we. It's Parker. He says, man, if you haven't played in the arena in a while, it's kind of tough for me to just remember names. Parker. Sorry, man. If I don't remember, I probably recognize you in person. But as far as our live feed goes, don't want to take too much more of your time, guys. Thank you again for watching. Thank you again for giving me shout outs, for supporting Airsoft Revolution 15, your Airsoft Arena, and your Pro Shop for all your necessities and goods, and your tech shop to try to help you get better, quicker back on the field, and our paint shop now to make you look cool while you're shooting people. Again, guys, get your tickets for $50. This way, for $50 on AirsoftRevolution15.com at the MilSim tab. If you guys haven't know, go to the beginning, not this video, but go to our first live stream, and that pretty much just skip over about a minute and 18 seconds, and start the video there, because that's like the bumper. Again, it just kept replaying. But go ahead and skip over to that, and then you guys can see. Then you guys can see all that stuff as far as how to get your tickets online. And that's all I got for now. Until next time, guys. Live the game. Peace.